Have you ever noticed how watch brands say established since 1853 or been around since 1857? That's sometimes more marketing than it is history, and I'm gonna get into it. Some of these companies actually haven't been operating since the day that they were established. It's called revived heritage, and I'm gonna explain exactly what that means. If you've heard me talk about watch history, you might have heard the term quartz crisis. That's a crisis that happened in the late 60s, 70s, and 80s where Japan was producing really cheap, affordable quartz watches. They were so affordable that they actually ended up hurting the Swiss watch industry, so much so that some brands shut their doors down entirely while others had to shut them down temporarily until they were later revived. Here's a few brands that you might be familiar with: Zodiac, Nevada Grenchen, and Doxa. These are three brands that unfortunately did shut down during a period of their life, but were later restarted. You might notice that some of these newly established brands still have a lot of really cool designs and concepts, and there's a reason for that. It's the revived heritage concept. They're trying to bring back the brand while still honoring the past, and while there may have been a blip in their timeline of operating, they still heavily believe that the design concepts and the history and vision that the brand wanted to go forward on is something that they think they can carry the flame and torch on. Now compare brands like Omega, Tissot, and Longines. These are what's called continuous heritage brands. They've been operating since the day that they started. Regardless of the quartz crisis, they were still able to find a way around it and keep going. So, to recap, you have continuous heritage. This is where a brand was established and never stopped. And you have revived heritage. This is where a brand was established maybe hundreds of years ago, but they had to stop at some point and were finally revived and brought back to life. Both of these histories are super cool for different reasons, and people love the fact that some people cared so much about a brand, they paid and operated in order to get it back into the hands of the consumers, you and me. So the next time you see something that says since 1889, ask yourself, do you think it was around as a continuous heritage brand, or was it a revived heritage brand that was brought back to bring something cool and special to your wrists? If you like watch content, give me a follow at Broadcasting Watches. I post new content on all of my channels every single day, and I thank you so much for watching. Let's go.